Success is not in what you have, but who you are. Bo Bennett. Imagine walking into a room and instantly all eyes are drawn to you. You radiate confidence, and without a word, people can feel your presence. Now, picture this. 99.9% of girls will chase you if you learn to harness that kind of energy. It's not about changing who you are. It's about amplifying the best parts of yourself. When you master these 7 key behaviors, you naturally attract attention without even trying. There's a powerful shift that happens when you focus on developing your character and personal growth. You don't need to chase anyone. Girls will chase you if you do this. It's about creating a magnetic presence that leaves people curious, wanting more. Whether it's through your unwavering confidence, your ability to lead, or how you handle challenges with grace, these things make you stand out in a crowd. So if you're ready to elevate your game, continue reading below to discover these 7 strategies that will make you absolutely irresistible. Number 1, secret to win a woman's heart. Sometimes the most captivating thing you can offer a woman isn't found in your words or actions, it's the puzzle you become in her mind. There's a subtle power in creating mystery, one that taps into the core of human attraction. If you do things that send mixed messages like telling her you like her and then pushing her away, this will leave her mind trying to figure out what's going on. Think about it. Uncertainty fuels curiosity, and in the realm of relationships, curiosity is magnetic. When a man leaves a woman wondering, questioning, analyzing, he becomes someone she can't quite figure out. And that's where the magic lies. Picture this. When she can't fully read your intentions, you start to occupy more space in her thoughts. It's almost like her mind becomes a maze, with you standing at the center, a riddle she's eager to solve. Every little gesture, every fleeting word, you've planted seeds of intrigue. One moment you're warm and engaging, the next you're cool and distant, leaving her in suspense. This push and pull, when done right, can be intoxicating. It's as if you flipped a switch and suddenly she's thinking about you in ways she can't quite control. It's a dance, but it's not about manipulation. It's about sparking the thrill of the unknown. Now, before we dive deeper, let's clear something up. This isn't about playing games for the sake of playing games. No, this is about understanding the rhythm of attraction. The art lies in knowing when to lean in and when to step back. Imagine it like a finely tuned guitar string. Too tight and it snaps, too loose and it makes no sound. The balance is delicate, but when you find it, it creates a tension that hums with energy. The key is subtlety. One clever way to plant a seed in her mind is through what some call future pacing. It's not about grand gestures or bold declarations. It's about small, seemingly offhand comments that anchor an idea of a future with you in her thoughts. For instance, after a shared moment, you might casually say, "I bet our friends are going to love seeing these photos," and then move on to another topic. You've just lightly painted a picture of you two together without even directly suggesting it. That's the brilliance. She's left to fill in the blanks, imagining that future herself. It's subtle but potent. But there's a catch. Timing is everything. Overdo it and the magic fades. You know that feeling when a mystery novel reveals its twist too soon. It's deflating, right? The same rule applies here. If you lay all your cards on the table too quickly, you rob the connection of its suspense. When you spill your emotions too soon, it's like telling her how the movie ends before she's even watched the first scene. Let her mind linger in the uncertainty. That's where attraction blooms. In the world of relationships, this translates into emotional investment. The challenge of wondering, of not quite knowing, draws people closer. A woman often fantasizes about being the one who decides when to confess her feelings. If you take that opportunity away by showing your cards too soon, you cut the tension that makes the journey worthwhile. But every woman's biggest fantasy is the day she finally tells a guy about her feelings for him. Don't take that dream away from her. Allow her to arrive at the conclusion on her own. That's where real excitement lies. Every woman goes through a mental process when she falls in love. There's a certain joy in not knowing exactly how the other person feels, in the guessing and the wondering. If you can guide her through this emotional landscape without rushing or revealing too much, you give her the space to feel like it was her choice. And when it feels like her decision, the attraction is deeper and more authentic. Consider it like a game of chess. Each move intentional, each decision leading to the next. But here's the twist. Are you patient enough to let the game unfold? Attraction, like all good things, takes time. It requires restraint, control, and the wisdom to let things play out naturally. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." It's not just about capturing her heart. It's about mastering your own emotions in the process. The Stoics understood that true power lies in self-control. By understanding the psychology behind attraction and playing the long game, you not only captivate her mind, but maintain control over your own. So, here's the million-dollar question. What will your next move be? Will you rush in, eager to reveal your feelings? Or will you allow the tension to build, let the mystery breathe, and savor the anticipation? In love, as in life, the most rewarding outcomes require patience. When you master the art of creating a mental challenge, you unlock a powerful tool that captivates her on a deeper level than mere words ever could. In the end, it's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing the dance of uncertainty. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. What truly matters is that you're comfortable with the unknown. Because here's the truth. She wants to figure you out, but not too soon. There's a thrill in the chase, a joy in the mystery. And if you can give her that, you'll find that she's not just drawn to you, she's captivated by the experience of unraveling you. Are you willing to be that puzzle? To embrace the tension, to let the unknown be your ally? Because in the realm of attraction, the man who masters the art of mystery holds the key not only to her thoughts, but to her heart. What's your move? Number 2, when she feels truly seen. Confidence in a man is not just about the way he carries himself. It radiates to people, making them feel truly seen. When you truly believe in yourself, it naturally shows in the way you speak, move, and connect with others. Think about it. When you walk into a room, people can sense if you're someone who knows their worth, and that's what draws them in. A charismatic man captivates people on a deeper level. He doesn't just talk, he listens. He asks thoughtful questions and shows genuine interest in the conversation. That kind of interaction makes others feel valued, and that's a form of attraction that's hard to resist. Here's the thing. Confident presence isn't just about standing tall or having open body language. It's in the unspoken cues, the subtle signals like a sincere smile, maintaining eye contact, or the way you treat others. Often, what you don't say can be just as powerful as what you do. Women in particular are incredibly perceptive to emotional cues. They often pick up on your attitude before they even process your words. They know who you are without you having to say a single thing. Women, or as I like to call them, emotional dynamos, are always searching for a deeper interpretation behind your actions or words. Imagine this. You show up on a date with a grand bouquet and a reservation at a high-end restaurant. She's likely thinking, is this how he introduces himself? Is he really experienced with dating a woman like me? And suddenly, she's analyzing everything, trying to make sense of your intentions, often in ways you wouldn't expect. If she can't quite figure you out immediately, she invests more energy into decoding the real you, and that's when the true attraction begins. But timing, especially when it comes to compliments, is everything. If you shower her with praise too often, it loses its impact. In fact, It might even backfire. A compliment that recognizes something unique about her personality is far more effective than a generic comment about her looks. Think about it. How many guys have told her she's beautiful? If you just take the same route, you risk becoming another face in the crowd. Your compliments need to make her feel seen for who she is, not just what she looks like. Instead of saying, "You look nice," consider something deeper like, "I love how your energy lights up the room." It's contagious. When you shift your focus from surface-level remarks to deeper insights about her character, it not only makes you stand out, but also shows you're paying attention. As the American writer Dale Carnegie famously said, "The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. And once she feels truly appreciated, she'll start wanting to impress you." That's when the dynamic shifts. You're no longer trying to win her over. She's now trying to win you. This is the key. When you affirm something that matters to her, you're not just giving a compliment. You're sending the message that you're the chooser, not just someone hoping to be chosen. This subtle shift in dynamics is where real attraction flourishes. The moment she starts wondering what she needs to do to impress you is the moment you know the tables have turned. The more she tries to figure you out, the more emotionally invested she becomes. So, by offering just enough mystery and depth, you increase her emotional attachment. So how do you strike that perfect balance? Start by being present in the moment. Compliment her sincerely, but only when it feels genuine and unique. Ask her about what excites her, what drives her, or what she's passionate about. This not only shows genuine interest, but also invites her to open up in a way that feels intimate and deep. Show her that you're truly listening, and she'll start to feel that special connection. In the end, attraction isn't just about words. It's about becoming the kind of man who sparks curiosity and makes her feel truly seen. The real question is, are you ready to be that man? Number 3. Create an emotionally safe space for her. One of the most powerful ways to deeply connect with a woman is to be her emotional safe space. While there are countless tips for easing emotional stress, what truly matters is providing a space where she feels seen, heard, and understood. When she trusts you on an emotional level, she will naturally want to spend more time with you. But here's something worth noting. It's not about rushing. It's about nurturing an environment where she feels safe enough to be vulnerable. This is where emotional closeness truly begins. Think about it. When she shares her worries or thoughts, what she needs is not for you to jump in with a solution. She needs your empathy. She needs your presence. And as she feels emotionally connected to you, she will be drawn in, seeking more of that connection. This isn't a task to be checked off a list. It's about cultivating something profound. Women often feel like men are merely waiting for their turn to speak, not truly engaged in the conversation. But when you take the time to really listen, you signal that you value her words and thoughts. This builds trust. It creates a sense of importance, and trust me, that's incredibly attractive. Emotional safety paves the way for vulnerability, and vulnerability is where genuine connection happens. The key here, it's listening carefully, understanding her on a deeper level, and letting her know you're not just hearing her words, you're feeling the emotions behind them. Imagine this: the more she trusts you with her inner world, the more she'll crave being close to you. This is where emotional safety becomes the foundation of attraction. Instead of rushing to fix things when she opens up, what if you responded with, "That sounds really tough. How did it feel going through that?" A simple question like that deepens the connection and validates her feelings. It shows her that you're not just interested in the surface, you're genuinely invested in understanding her. As Albert Einstein once said, "Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value." Building emotional trust is a long game, and that's the beauty of it. Every time you show up as the listener, you're reinforcing that emotional safe space. It's a slow dance of trust, patience, and understanding. Emotional intimacy isn't built overnight. It's crafted moment by moment, in every meaningful conversation, in every small act of empathy. If you want her to feel a deep emotional connection with you, prioritize creating that safe space where she feels heard and appreciated. Engage by asking thoughtful questions. Listen more than you speak, and resist the urge to fix everything. Your role in her emotional world will shape how close she feels to you. You don't rush to fill the silence or solve her problems. You're present. You're in tune with her emotions, understanding the depth behind her words. That's where true attraction grows, when she knows that with you she doesn't have to guard her heart. When she knows that with you she can just be. And the more she feels that, the more she'll be drawn to you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, her emotional anchor. This is how emotional safety transforms into deep, lasting attraction. Number 4. Smash her sadness with laughter. Laughter has an incredible way of bridging emotional connections, signaling optimism, and demonstrating an ability to handle situations with ease. This quality makes a man irresistibly attractive, because it allows a woman to feel at ease in his presence. Can you imagine the kind of magnetic pull someone has when they can make others laugh? It's like a spark that lights up the entire atmosphere. A man who can make a woman laugh instantly becomes more appealing because humor breaks the ice, eases tension, and cultivates a deep sense of connection. But here's the catch. Not all humor works the same way. What separates witty, captivating humor from the awkward, forced kind? Timing and authenticity. Picture this. A woman is stressed out, maybe overwhelmed by the pressures of the day. Instead of blurting out a random joke, what if a man made a sharp, playful comment that acknowledges her stress but lightens the mood at the same time? Something like, "It feels like today's a contest for the world's most stressed person, but I think you're in the lead," delivered with a cheerful tone. Suddenly, the weight of the moment lifts, and a smile finds its way to her face. It's not just about making her laugh, it's about transforming the moment. This kind of humor shows emotional intelligence. It reveals that you are observant, empathetic, and tuned in to the situation. When you can turn a tense moment into a joyful one, you're displaying control over your emotions, which is a trait women often find impossible to resist. And that's the beauty of intelligent humor. It doesn't shout for attention, it whispers at just the right moment. On the flip side, sarcasm or insensitivity can backfire. Have you ever been in a situation where a poorly timed joke made things worse? It's crucial to read the room and know when humor is appropriate. A well-timed joke can create closeness, but an ill-timed one can create distance. The art of humor is all about balance. If a woman senses that you're trying too hard to impress her, it can come across as insincere. But natural, confident humor signals that you're comfortable with yourself, and that comfort becomes contagious. So, how can you use humor to your advantage without going overboard? Think of humor as a spice, not the main dish. Sprinkling humor into your interactions will bring them to life, but relying on it too much can dull its charm. Pay attention to her reactions. Does she smile, laugh, or seem more at ease? These are the signs that you're on the right track. As the famous comedian Jerry Seinfeld once said, "A joke is simply a way to get to the truth." Use humor to reveal something about yourself or to connect with her on a deeper level. That authenticity is what makes humor truly irresistible. Intelligent humor isn't about being the funniest person in the room. It's about knowing when to lighten the mood and how to use humor as a tool for connection. It shows confidence, emotional intelligence, and an optimistic outlook on life. So the next time you're with someone you're interested in, remember, it's not just about making her laugh. It's about creating a moment that brings the two of you closer together. Number 5. Unleash wordless energy. Touch is one of the most powerful tools in creating emotional bonds. But here's the twist. It's not about how often you touch, but how you touch. Subtlety is the secret ingredient. Overdoing it can make you seem needy or overwhelming, but just the right amount of touch can stir her desire for more. A gentle brush on the arm, shoulder, or back signals intimacy without crossing any lines, creating an unspoken anticipation for something deeper. Imagine this. You're sharing a light-hearted conversation with her in a relaxed setting. She laughs at something you say, and you gently place your hand on her arm just for a moment. It's brief, warm, and leaves her feeling acknowledged but never uncomfortable. That simple gesture speaks volumes, often more than words could express, because it taps into a deeper psychological need for connection. Why does this work so well? Human beings are wired to respond to touch. It's one of the earliest ways we experience connection. A gentle, well-timed touch can communicate what words cannot. It creates a nonverbal bond, a sense of, I want to be closer to you, without overwhelming her. This type of interaction builds tension in a way that makes her want more, without ever saying a word. If you hold back just enough, you leave room for anticipation, curiosity, and desire to build. The space between those touches creates emotional intensity. By keeping your touch light and limited, you allow her to interpret the moment, sparking curiosity and making her wonder what comes next. A touch isn't just about creating closeness, it's an invitation for her to want more. Think of it as laying the foundation for deeper emotional intimacy without needing to speak a single word. Practical examples of subtle touch in action. First date. You're walking side by side. Instead of grabbing her hand, gently guide her through a doorway by placing your hand lightly on her back. This action is protective, yet not intrusive. Shared laughter. In a conversation where you both laugh, a brief touch on her shoulder as you share that moment can create a sense of mutual connection. Comforting gesture. When she opens up emotionally, a light touch on her arm as you listen can show empathy and support without overwhelming her with too much affection. By mastering the art of subtle physical touch, you cultivate an emotional atmosphere that leaves her wanting more. It's not about instant gratification. It's about slowly building a connection, curiosity, and desire. Gentle touches have the power to do what words sometimes cannot, create a natural, comfortable, emotionally charged bond. As John Steinbeck once said, people don't take trips, trips take people. In much the same way, physical touch can lead her on a journey of emotional connection rather than you controlling the destination. Let the moments flow naturally, leaving her curious, delighted, and eager to explore more with you. After all, the art of attraction isn't in what's given, it's in what's left to discover. Number 6, demonstrating 100% safety and happiness for women. Women are often drawn to men who focus on personal growth, family, spirituality, or even hobbies. Ambition, whether in building wealth, pursuing a passion, or achieving life goals, can signal stability, confidence, and security. These are traits many women seek in a partner. However, it's essential to show this ambition as a real and grounded drive, not a far-fetched dream or mere bravado. Women appreciate a man who takes responsibility not only for his happiness, but also for hers, providing financial security and growing together in a meaningful relationship. Sharing your goals is important, but constantly boasting about your achievements can come off as arrogant, which can be off-putting. Real ambition isn't about showing off, it's about being dedicated to something that genuinely matters to you. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Women are attracted to men with clear direction and purpose. Having goals and dreams shows that you have a life outside of the relationship and that you're constantly striving for self-improvement. The key is to balance ambition with humility. How can you present yourself as a driven man without crossing the line into arrogance? Here's a thought. Imagine you're working hard to advance in your career. Instead of saying, "I'm on track to be the youngest VP in the company," which might sound boastful, consider sharing the challenges you faced and how they've helped you grow. For example, I've been learning a lot through my work, and it's given me new insights on leadership. I'm excited to see where it takes me. This not only shows ambition, but also a willingness to learn and grow, qualities that resonate deeply with others. Women are looking for partners, not competitors. Sharing your journey toward success can inspire them, but remember, it's about growing together. This means being open to learning, admitting when you don't have all the answers, and being willing to work together for a better future. So, how can you foster this kind of connection? Ask yourself, are you sharing your goals to inspire your partner, or are you trying to impress her? The difference is subtle but significant. When you talk about your future, invite her to be part of it. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to buy a house in the next 2 years," you could say, "I'd love to find a place where we can both feel at home and grow together." This creates a shared vision rather than a solo mission. Another key element is financial security. Yes, wealth and stability are attractive because they symbolize security, but it's more than just flashing a paycheck. It's about demonstrating responsibility, planning for the future, saving for that dream house, and creating an environment where she feels safe to build a life with you. Think of it like this. Are you giving her a reason to feel safe by your side? Financial stability isn't about handing over your paycheck. It's about showing her that you have a plan, a vision, and the discipline to make it a reality. One of the most important qualities to convey is that you're invested in both your personal growth and her well-being. Ambition shouldn't be a solo journey. It should be something that enhances your relationship. For example, a man who works long hours at his job might seem successful, but if it comes at the cost of neglecting his partner, it sends the wrong message. A truly ambitious man balances his career with his relationship, understanding that both require time, effort, and attention. Women also notice men who have interests outside of work, whether it's pursuing hobbies, volunteering, or dedicating time to self-development. This kind of balanced ambition shows that you're not just chasing after material success, but building a life rich in purpose and meaning. As John Wooden once said, success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to become the best of which you are capable. So, how do you strike this balance? What steps are you taking to ensure your ambition enhances rather than detracts from your relationships? And how can you make sure that in your pursuit of success, you're not leaving behind the very things that make life meaningful? In the end, ambition without arrogance is about self-awareness, dedication, and a focus on building something that lasts. Women want a man who is strong and capable, but also humble and caring. Ambition is attractive, but only when it's aligned with growth, humility, and a shared vision for the future. Number 7, 99.9% of girls will chase you if you. Integrity is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Without it, no strategy will work, no connection will last. You can have all the charisma, the charm, and the confidence, but if you're not rooted in honesty, nothing you build will stand the test of time. People, especially women, are drawn to men who live by strong principles, men who do what they say, keep their promises, and stand firm in their values. So how do you ensure that you're the kind of man who stands out? How do you become someone women admire and respect? First, it's about owning who you are. Women are not looking for perfection, but they are drawn to authenticity. They want to know that they can trust you, that your actions match your words. When you live a life of integrity, When you commit to yourself and your relationships with consistency and respect, you naturally become someone who commands attention. Why is integrity so important? Because it signals reliability. In a world where so many people are flaky, inconsistent, and self-serving, being someone who shows up, who is dependable, sets you apart. Imagine you're on a first date and you're being completely honest, not just saying what you think the other person wants to hear. Wouldn't that level of transparency build trust from the very beginning? Women can sense when you're playing a role or trying too hard. Genuine men are rare, and it's that rarity that draws women in. Now consider the question: what happens when your actions aren't consistent with your words? Trust is eroded, and once trust is broken, it's almost impossible to regain. It's not enough to talk about what you're going to do. You have to be that person. Studies in psychology even support this. Integrity and consistency in behavior lead to deeper emotional connections because people feel safe with you. They know they're not going to be blindsided by unexpected actions or attitudes. Take a moment and think about this. Have you ever felt attracted to someone who was unreliable or dishonest? Of course not. We naturally gravitate towards people who show they are trustworthy through their actions. And this goes both ways in relationships. A man of integrity not only wins respect, but he also sets the tone for how others will treat him. It's about the little things, too. Keeping your word, no matter how small the promise, matters. Whether it's calling when you said you would or showing up on time, these behaviors communicate that you are someone who values the other person and the relationship. It may seem minor, but it's these small consistencies that build a foundation of trust over time. Let's bring in a quote from Dwight D. Eisenhower, a leader known for his unwavering character. The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible. This holds true not only in leadership but in relationships as well. Without integrity, the relationship will eventually crumble, no matter how good it looks from the outside. And here's the kicker: 99.9% of women will be attracted to you if you get this right. Why? Because the men who live with integrity are the men who stand out. Women want someone they can count on. They don't want someone who only shows up when it's convenient or when it benefits them. They want someone who is all in, who is committed not just to the relationship, but to living by their principles. So, what's the next step for you? Are you living in a way that attracts trust and respect? Or are you cutting corners thinking that charm alone will get you through? It's time to ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to be? What kind of partner do I want to attract? Integrity is more than just avoiding lying or doing the right thing when it's easy. It's about being consistent, reliable, and standing by your values even when no one is watching. The question remains, are you the kind of man who can be counted on, or are you just pretending to be? Make no mistake, women are drawn to men of integrity because they represent strength, security, and authenticity. The real question is, are you ready to step up and be that man? To wrap things up, remember that the key to capturing a woman's interest lies in how you carry yourself. Confidence, respect, and self-awareness are traits that never go unnoticed. If you take action and focus on the right areas of personal growth, 99.9% of girls will chase you if you implement these principles into your life. It's not just about what you say or do, but how consistently you live with purpose and authenticity. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead with strength and integrity. As you make these shifts, you'll notice how girls will chase you if you do this because you've cultivated an undeniable presence. Let these 7 steps be the foundation for transforming how others see you and, more importantly, how you see yourself. Every effort you make now will pay off in the long run, building stronger relationships and enhancing your self-worth. If this message resonates with you, show your support by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Goddess for more empowering content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another great video. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.